My name is Alan. I'm an architect by education and a digital nomad by lifestyle. And in today's episode, we will talk about love and time. This is also a follow-up to my previous video, which was titled The Most Important Thing. In that video, I said that the most important thing in life is to do the things that you love. And since then, I've gotten a lot of questions about how to find your passion, or what if you do know what you love, or what if you already found your passion, but you're really not sure how to go after it. So this video is an answer to all of those questions. Now let's get into it. Before I share my thoughts with you, I would like to read something from the book Siddhartha by Hermann Hesse. This is a story about a young man who is searching for himself, searching for his place in the world, searching for his passion, searching for happiness, basically. And in one scene, he meets this old man who has found his passion, his purpose in life, and he asks the old man about how he found his way. And this is what the old man said. Many a long year did I wander afar into the wilderness and the way back to myself. Long and toilsome is the road for him who turns back to himself. But no one can seek the beginning. Only that which grows of itself is good. To desire, to seek, to find, this is the fatality of our nature. But there are other ways. There is another way, Siddhartha. To sit down on the bank of the river of life and let oneself be carried away by the stream, to let go of the striving for goals, to give up the attempt to attain anything, to turn away from all that one has formerly acquired, and then to come out of all the harbors of the self into the open sea, to make oneself empty, to await silently what will come to welcome fate with open arms. Now, that was a very poetic way to put it. And when I first read those lines years ago, they really resonated with me, because at the time, I was going through a period of my life where I was feeling lost and confused and didn't know what direction I wanted to take. And I think many of us go through periods like that, especially nowadays, when we have so much choice and so much possibility and opportunity at our fingertips, but we don't know how to make use of them. We don't know what to choose. And so we feel overwhelmed and we feel stuck. And sometimes we don't even know why we feel stuck. I think the biggest problem is that we keep asking ourselves the wrong questions. For example, we ask ourselves, what do I want to do with my life? But instead of coming up with a million things that we want to try or that we would like to have, this question makes us feel like there is only one right answer. And if we don't already know what that answer is, then we feel like we're not doing anything. We feel unproductive. We feel unfulfilled. And this puts us in a state of constant suffering. So what if we started asking ourselves different questions? What if we asked ourselves, what do we want to feel more of in our lives? When I ask myself this question, the answer is always pretty much the same. I want to feel more joy, more freedom, more peace. Then we can start creating a vision board for these feelings. We can look for activities that bring us closer to these feelings. Instead of looking for that one thing that we're supposed to do with our lives, we can just experiment with a bunch of different things that spark our curiosity and see where it takes us. And this leads me to another important concept from the same book. This is called the enormous miracle of existence, which Siddhartha comes across one night while he's meditating under the tree. He feels this overwhelming sense of gratitude, and he realizes that he is experiencing life, and he is experiencing life vividly and abundantly. And he has all these senses and all this awareness. And he is here at this moment in time, and he is just overcome with emotion. He doesn't understand it fully at the time, but later he learns that this is what Buddha meant when he talked about the enormous miracle of existing. We often forget that we're alive. We often forget that being alive is an incredible miracle. And the fact that we can feel pain and pleasure and sadness and joy and love and hate, the fact that we re-aware of our own existence, and we re-self-reflective, and we can plan our future and remember our past. And we have this amazing mind that allows us to think and create and imagine all of this is a miracle. And yet we're never grateful for it. We never celebrate it. Instead, we keep focusing on what we don't have, or what we've lost, or what we could achieve, or what went wrong. And in the process, we lose sight of the bigger picture. We lose faith in life. So what if we tried to cultivate a habit of gratitude? What if we started noticing all the little miracles in life every day? Maybe it is the smell of freshly brewed coffee, or the sound of birds chirping outside, or the warmth of the sun on our skin, or the feeling of wind on a hot summer day, or simply just being present in our body at this moment in time. Gratitude helps us appreciate everything that we have in our lives, and it helps us detach from everything that we do and have. And this gives us so much more freedom and joy and happiness. You might be thinking that all this sounds nice, but how can we apply it in our real lives? How can we make changes in our daily routine? The answer is simple. Just start paying attention. Pay attention to how you spend your time. Pay attention to where your energy goes. Pay attention to how you feel in different situations and different environments. You can keep a journal to write down your experiences. You can take notes in your phone or just remember them mentally. It doesn't really matter. The point is to pay attention to everything that sparks your interest, everything that brings you joy, everything that makes you curious. Make a list of these things and start experimenting with them. For example, if you feel happy when you're around water, maybe it's time to visit a lake or the ocean, or to buy yourself a pool. If you feel peaceful when you're surrounded by trees, maybe it's time to go camping, or hiking, or gardening. If you feel joyful when you're dancing, maybe it is time to sign up for a dance class or to invite your friends over for a dance party. And if you feel fulfilled when you're helping others, maybe it is time to volunteer, or to join a club, or to simply just be kinder to people around you. There are so many amazing opportunities to live life to the fullest and to explore our potential, but we need to make space for them in our lives. And in order to do that, we need to get rid of everything that doesn't serve us anymore. So pay attention to your energy levels. Do you feel drained when you're spending time with certain people or doing certain activities? Then it's probably time to say goodbye to them. This may be hard to hear, but sometimes people and places and things just become toxic, and we need to get rid of them in order to heal. Trust me, I know it's scary to let go, but it is necessary if we want to make space for new experiences and new people and new ideas. And once we start doing this, we will start seeing how life becomes easier and more fun and more fulfilling. We will start feeling aligned with ourselves and with the universe. And this will lead us to success in whatever way we define it. I'm not promising that this path will be easy. There will be challenges and setbacks and moments of self-doubt and loneliness and fear. But if you decide to follow your curiosity, if you decide to follow your passions, you will be rewarded with a life that is truly yours. A life that is full of meaning and joy and connection and growth and contribution. A life that matters. So my advice to you today is to pay attention to your inner voice. Pay attention to what makes you feel alive. And don't be afraid to follow your passions. Don't be afraid to experiment. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to change your mind. Don't be afraid to start over. And most importantly, don't be afraid to trust the process. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share it with your friends, and leave me a comment below with your thoughts or any questions you may have. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.